We are getting ready for our next backpacking adventure. Now we backpack together as a family, and my kids are 8 and 10 years old, and it is our goal to keep their pack weight right around 15 pounds. So I want to show you today what we put in each of our packs to manage that weight. The kids have Pariah Outdoor short sleeping bags. They are rated for 15 degrees. I have a Mountain Harbor Bishop Pass 15 degree sleeping bag, and my husband has a Big Agnes Torchlight 20 degree sleeping bag. We're working on finding sleeping bags for warmer weather, but this is what we have for now, so this is what we're taking. Those all go in our Sea to Summit dry bag compressible dry sacks. For our clothing, we always wear pants, just in case there's bugs or thorns. So we have pants. We'll be wearing a short sleeve shirt and also have a long sleeve shirt to help with bug protection. We all wear darn tough socks. And then the extra clothes that we take, we put in another Sea to Summit dry bag. And this time we're all taking a pair of shorts. We're backpacking and hiking on Lake Michigan, so we have a pair of shorts. We also have fleece because the weather's always unpredictable. We also are taking an extra pair of socks, 2 extra pairs of socks, one for nighttime and sleeping and another extra one for hiking. And then of course we all have an extra pair of underwear as well. And then we have a merino wool base layer that we're wearing for our pajamas. And they all fit just like, plus our bag to wear when we get up in the morning before we go backpacking. In the kids' bags, they carry similar items, but they also do carry a few different things. We give them some very important items that we need to have for the trip so that they have that important feeling of, I'm needed for this trip, because if I'm not carrying this, we wouldn't be able to make it. So as I go through that, I'll tell you what some of those items are. They each have a pair of camp shoes. These are new sole camp shoes. They are super light and super comfortable. My son has some clogs. My daughter has some sandals. The place that we're going will have some rocky beaches. And I'm sure our camp shoes would work for that, but since we aren't putting on as many miles as we normally do, we are also taking a pair of very lightweight water shoes to protect our feet from the rocks. They will each take a sun hat and a mosquito net. We have rain gear, so they have a rain jacket and some rain pants. These are Mountain Warehouse brand. They each have a set. Each of them will carry their own drinking cup. These are Toke's titanium cups. They each have a small hydration bladder, and in this we will put some of our drinks, our electrolyte drinks for them to drink while they're on the trail. So they each have one that matches their backpack, and that will clip right on the outside of the backpacks. They both carry 2 1-liter bottle, empty bottles for water for filtering into. Very needed because we didn't have something to filter our water into. That would make it very hard for us to cook and to drink. So they carry those water bottles. They love carrying this next item because, of course, it's funny. My daughter carries the poop kit, which has the shovel inside of it. It also has a hand sanitizer and a roll of toilet paper. We are also taking 2 extra rolls of toilet paper, so they each carry toilet paper, which is essential. That we need them to carry that. They each have their own snack bags, and in our snack bags they have enough candy snacks, high-calorie snacks, and low-calorie snacks. Have 1 each day. The candy snacks will be something sweet, like my daughter loves licorice, so she's got licorice in it. My son has some gummy bears. The high-calorie snacks are things like protein bars, something that is over 200 calories, and the low-calorie snacks are something like granola bars, and those are about 100 calories a piece. They each have a headlamp, a pillow. My daughter carries the toiletry kit, which has our toothpaste, some wilderness wash, some wipes and that kind of thing so we can clean up and stay a little bit clean on the trail. My son carries the first aid kit, which has Band-Aids, Neosporin, anything we might need to keep safe on the trail. My son also carries a little fire starter kit with some rope in it. There is going to be the opportunity to have a campfire where we're going, so we have not put this to use yet, but hopefully this time we'll be able to have a little campfire. They both have a little bag that has a few fun things in it for them. So my daughter's bag has some little Barbie dolls. They have a notebook and some colored pencils. And then we also take a game of Uno and just a regular deck of cards. So if it's raining or if it's late and we want to do something in our tent, we can play cards. My daughter also carries our thermal cooking pouches, so we can put our water and our food and then put it in these pouches for it to cook. And then this time we're taking along a very lightweight Tyvek tarp, so if it rains we do have something that we can go underneath, or we can wrap our packs up in if it's raining. So this is something new we're just trying out this time. We'll see how that goes. We'll see if we take that along another time. But we did put it in a dry bag, so in case it got wet and we needed to put it away, it wouldn't get the rest of the things in our pack wet. My daughter this time is carrying our lunch foods. Now the bag looks really big, but she has some of the chips and Funyuns in here, so it's a taller bag, but it actually is one of our lighter food bags that she's going to carry. That is what goes into their bags. Now I'm going to pack it in and I'll tell you what's in our bags. Now there are their packs all packed up. Now I'll walk you through what my husband and I carry in our packs. And it is quite a bit heavier. My pack I aim for 25 to 30 pounds and he aims for about 40 pounds. So in my pack, of course we have in our packs we have our sleeping bags and our clothes. We each have a pair of camp shoes. Mine are New Soul and his are Merrell's. And then we also have a pair of just very lightweight water shoes for, again, walking across the rocks and maybe on the beach. We also both have a Toaks. Our mugs are insulated so that we can drink our coffee out of them. So we have Toaks insulated cups. We each have a pack for sports drink or for that hydration drink. We each have a bag of snacks, same as the kids. We each choose a candy for each day, a low-calorie snack and a high-calorie snack. We have our hats with bug nets. Our rain gear, we have Mountain Warehouse rain pants. Both of us have those. And then we both have Outdoor Research helium rain jackets. I will carry a Garmin InReach Mini so we can communicate with our families about where we are. This great little device has an SOS button in case we need it. Just gives us that little bit of security in case something goes wrong while we're on the trail. We each have headlamps, and these are BioLite headlamps. They're rechargeable, so we'll see a little bit what we do for the power. I take a tripod. I really like taking pictures of the stars or family pictures, so this is one of my luxury items. Is I take a tripod. I also take these two bungee, or not bungee, they're wired cords that I could tie something up to a tree, or if I wanted to take a picture that way. So this is my extra items I do like to take so I can take pictures of the family. The tent we split up between the two of us, and our tent packs in these Sea to Summit compressible dry sacks. We put them in dry sacks because if it's wet, when we put it away, it doesn't get everything else in our packs wet. It is a Kelty late start 4-person tent, and like I said, we split it up so the weight's divided between the two of us. So I usually carry the rainfly, and my husband carries the tent. He also carries the ground cloth for the tent, the tent poles, and the tent stakes. So he carries most of the weight there, but that's how we carry the tent. And then we're all together in one spot at night, and it just makes us, that's the way we do it. So a lot of people ask us why we didn't take 2-person tents. This is what we like. So the Kelty Late Star tent fits our Pariah double wide sleeping mats just perfectly. So we each carry one of these double wide sleeping mats. They fit side by side. 2 of us can sleep on one mat, and that's one way we keep the weight out of the kids' packs. And in ours is that we carry the tent and the sleeping pads so that they don't have that weight. We do have a pump sack in with each of the, well, with one of the sleep pads. But we will also take this little pump, which has a light on it that we can hang from the top of our tent, and that works to blow our mattresses up as well. Also rechargeable, which we can recharge. We each carry, we have a little dry bag that we were going to put our, if it's raining, we'll put our phone in these dry bags. But all the time we're going to keep each of us have a power pack and some cords that we can recharge everything we're taking. So we can recharge our phones, we can recharge our Garmin, our headlamps, all of those electronic devices that we take, we can recharge with those, with the cords and the power pack we have in here. And each of us have a bag. My husband's power pack is a Nightcore power pack, and that one works very well. So that will charge a phone a few times. Mine will charge a phone a few times. But in case that those run out, we also take a solar charger to charge the power packs. So it is quite a bit of extra weight for that power, but it's nice to be able to have that communication back at home if our Garmin were to die, and I love having pictures and videos. So we use the solar charger and those power packs to give us power for those devices that we do take with us. I carry the water filter, and our water filter we use is the Sawyer Squeeze. This is a new part we just found online, which is very nice. It's a threaded piece which will thread right onto the water bottles. So it will, we can filter right into the water bottle without having to hold it. And then we can also back flush with this same piece. We used to carry a few different pieces, but this one piece should do it all for us. To collect our water, we often see people trying to scoop their water in those little tiny holes of the Sawyer bags that come with the Sawyer Squeeze. But we have a CNOC bag, and it is just like a dry sack where you can open it up, and now we have this big opening to get our water. So it's not having to trying to scoop it into a little opening, but we can really get the water in this bag quickly. And then this will attach right to our Sawyer Squeeze so that we can filter our water. This is all again kept in a dry bag so that everything else in our pack stays dry. Also, for our water filtering system, we do have water bladders in our backpacks. So this is a quick connect piece that can connect to the Sawyer Squeeze, and then this will connect to the water bladder in our backpack, so we can filter right into our bladders in our backpacks with that piece. That is our water kit. The pillows that we take. My husband and kids have the same pillows. They have an Outdoor Vitals blow-up pillow. I had a hard time sleeping on that one, so I do take a Thermorest compressible pillow. This is not compressed yet, but I will compress that and it will fit into my pack. We are going to take some towels this time. So these are Sea to Summit towels. Like I said, we'll be by Lake Michigan, so we might want to be able to dry off or to get cleaned up. So these are the towels that we're going to take. I think we're going to take 2 of them and we can share. We have our cook kit. And in our cook kit, we have a Sea to Summit pot. This is the Alpha pot, and it's the 3.7 liter pot, and it's big enough for us to cook all of our meals in. It's also, we cook the water that we need for our boiling or cooking our bag meals. So this just works just great. And inside of it, we're able to store our bowls that we eat from, our spoons. We also have our fuel can with our stove that attaches right in the bottom. This time we are also taking our Sea to Summit frying pan, because one of our breakfasts we were planning this time is pancakes. So we can cook our pancakes in that. And then we are taking a spatula to flip the pancakes. And it doesn't take up too much extra space in our pack because it fits right inside, right on the outside of our pot, which then fits right into our bag that we keep our pot in. Also in our bag we have a long-handled spoon for stirring our family meals that we make in the pot. We have a bandana just to put our stuff on if we need a place to keep that. We also have a scraper and a little scrub brush in case we need to scrub a pot out. And that all fits nicely inside this bag my daughter sewed for us just to keep everything in our bags clean. We'll take the extra weight and have a bag for our cook kit. We are planning on fishing on this trip, so we will take a small tackle box, a folding fillet knife, a flat cutting board, and a fishing pole, which those are all things that my husband will carry in his pack that don't add too much extra weight. We have a small Gerber dime multi-tool, which honestly the biggest thing we use on here are the scissors, but it's got lots of things, lots of different tools that we can use, and we will make use of that on our trip. We do have one fuel can stored inside of our cook kit, but we are also going to take a few extra because we don't want to run out of fuel. But we need to cook all of our food, so we have one large and then one small fuel can, just in case. My husband will carry those. We are also going to take our UV flashlights to look for rocks that are glowing on the shore, or there's lots of different things that look pretty cool in this flashlight. It is kind of a luxury item for this trip. We aren't going to be putting as many miles on as we normally do, so we are taking these UV flashlights to see what we can find. Some of the wildlife looks really cool, some rocks and foliage looks cool in the dark with that UV flashlight. So as a luxury item, this should be fun after dark. We are taking some sunblock, and this is Picardin bug lotion. This works really well to keep bugs away. I did have a reaction to it last time, so I will be using it sparingly, but I did read that if you don't wash it off after you use it for the night, it can cause a rash. So that's what I will try, is I will try washing it off this time and hope it works, because it does work really great for keeping the bugs away. You just don't want it to have that reaction or have a reaction from it. So sunblock and some bug lotion. We have some extra drip drop hydration drinks, which are also packed in each of our food bags. But we'll take those. Our daughter is carrying the lunches. I'm going to be carrying the dinners. And they fit in the Sea to Summit bag. And my husband is going to be carrying the breakfast bag. So that's where we keep all that breakfast food. And you can see right here what is in each of our meal bags. For breakfast on this trip, we've got 2 meals of pancakes, which we're going to have a beef stick with, and we're going to add some M&Ms to the pancakes. Also for breakfast those days, we have a fruit smoothie made of yogurt bites and freeze-dried fruit, which I put in a blender and made a powder out of. Then we'll add water to the bags and basically drink them from the bags. We also have coffee to drink with breakfast in the morning. The other 2 breakfast meals we have each will be oatmeal. In the flavors oatmeal, we have our mixed berry, apple pie, and Mom's famous oatmeal, which is also chocolate chip cookie oatmeal. In each of those oatmeals gets a vanilla almond butter and some M&Ms, especially in the chocolate chip cookie oatmeal. The M&Ms are also very good in the mixed berry oatmeal. All of our breakfasts fit in this bag. Lunch on this trip will be loaded mashed potatoes with bacon bits and Funyuns. Also, we'll have a cheese stick to add to that. We'll have Southwest quinoa with Fritos. We have peanut butter and jelly wraps or bean burritos. And ramen with beef sticks. To drink, we will be drinking Drip Drop Hydration Relief packets with our water. So that is our lunch. Our lunch bag is a little larger than our breakfast bag, but it all fits in its own Sea to Summit dry bag. For dinner on this trip, we'll be eating a meal of chicken noodles, beef stroganoff, chicken fried rice, and spaghetti with garlic tortillas. And again, we have Drip Drop Hydration Relief packets and Mio Sport to drink. Dinners also fit in the same Sea to Summit 8-liter dry bag. Now all of this will fit inside of our Osprey Atmos and Osprey Aurora backpacks, just like this. I almost forgot, we also take 4 Helinox chairs, zeros, so that we have a place to sit while we're at camp. And those both go in my husband's pack and my pack right in our side pouches. Like this. So there it is. There's our packs with all of our gear. Let's check the weights. My son's pack weighs in at 15 pounds, just where we want it to be. My daughter's pack is at about 18 pounds. She has that food bag in hers where he had the tarp bag, so hers is a little bit heavier. My bag is about 32 pounds. And my husband's bag is about 42 pounds. So that's just about where we want all of our bags to be. This is a 4-night adventure that we're taking to South Manitou Island. Stay tuned and watch the video of that adventure, and we'll see you next time and hope you do some of your own adventuring.